Homes can be exciting, especially if you're looking to buy, sell, or lease. Private property connects people and property so that you can find the freshest listings and the best deals in your market. I'm here with Justin Clarke, the CEO of Private Property, and Simon Bray, the Chief Operations Officer of Private Property. I want to ask the first question, what is private property?
Well, thanks for having us on the show, Ilana. Private property was incubated in 1998, quite a long time ago, long before the internet actually took off. So we have been around a while. What is private property today? Well, we are a platform where we introduce people buying property and people selling property, or obviously landlords and people looking to rent.
But now, private property is not only a platform of buying and selling, but it's also a space where one can discuss markets on the platform. How does private property keep on top of the markets?
Well, it's very interesting. We get to see the whole market. The benefit of private property is really that all estate agency listings, private listings, are in one place. So in terms of staying on top of what's happening in the market, we see thousands of new listings appear on the site every day.
I have to ask, especially if there's an online component, have you ever had a situation where a buyer is only buying and looking online and never did an actual footstep tour to the actual house?
I think I can speak from experience. I've actually bought a few properties like that myself. But predominantly people use the internet and use private property to do their research. They use the rich information to make a call on what to shortlist, and then they go out and have a look at the property physically. But I must say there are people who do especially buy properties for investment purposes using the internet only.
I've been on the site and I mean, there's all kinds of goodies that you can find. Estimate, tell me about that, and how can we make sure that it's accurate?
Very cool tool, Ilana. You can go on and pull a report for any property. What you'll get for your $50 is you will get a comparison of the properties that have sold in the radius of the property. You'll get some data from the particular suburb data. And of course, we push all that through an algorithm and give you a computer-generated estimate of what your property is actually worth. Now, I must say this is computer-generated, so it's not going to be something you can hang your hat on, but it's certainly something you can use as an indication.
Simon, the advantages of technology, virtual tours, pictures, you know, you can go onto a site now, and especially on yours, and have a tour of the property. Won't you show me?
Sure, Ilana. I mean, if you consider just a few years ago, the best view you were going to get of a property was a picture in a newspaper. Now you can do a full panoramic view of the property. 360s of every room, floor plan to navigate around the listing itself. So it's almost as good as a show day.
Look at that. Well, it's amazing stuff, and it's amazing what you can see online. Is the movement that it will go from an actual tour with people walking into the property itself to online? Are we moving towards only buying online?
I think, as Simon says, you know, there is so much rich information available on the website, on private property, for example. It is the future, and it is how most people are browsing and searching for property. I think any estate agent will tell you that.
Well, it's definitely accessible, and it's giving us some new insights on how we can do that. So whether you are buying or whether you are actually selling, private property has definitely taught us how it's taking us to the next level.